Hi, this is Slimedog,
And Topo.
and today we're playing Tiny Barbarian DX on the Nintendo Switch, which is an awesome game published by Nicholas and developed by StarQuail, apparently. And it's a really, really fun little kind of retro-y platformer. Not brawler, just straight old platformer. This is what you see normally when you first start the game. You get this, they call it Horde mode, or versus the Horde. And you basically just start off on this pile and you fight monsters until you die. And it gives you a score depending on how many you can kill. And they get quickly, progressively tougher, so... Oh, the arrow guys were tricky.
This is a quick little intro to the game. I am here. I am not playing it.
Yes.
This is a game that Slime has been playing on his lunch break, so he has played through much more of it than me. Oh, there's a big tree.
Yeah, right now, I haven't... Oh, yeah, he's tough.
Watch out.
I
could guess that.
gotten to level 4 on, like, I haven't actually beaten it yet, but I'm at the last kind of act, although they are very largish acts. Well, they feel largish, you know. I guess you could probably say the game isn't that long, but at the same time, there's a ton of content, and the levels are really, really well put together.
They're pretty extensive, too.
Yes.
We're going to try to...
And I'm dead. So, 1 minute and 2 seconds, which is almost exactly where I die every time I try this. Look at that, 1 minute 4 seconds, so not even really trying. You figure I get better over time, huh? Well, let's do, here's the different levels that they have, and they all kind of take on a different movie feel. The first one's very much a Conan parody. The second one feels a lot more like, what did I say, Tarzan?
Tarzan, King Kong.
Yeah, kind of a King Kong thing. It's really awesome. Third one is actually more Castlevania, believe it or not. It's got like a straight up parody of Castlevania.
Which is awesome.
Love it. And the fourth one has this weird kind of out of the blue Mad Max feel, which is really awesome.
But also, they get tougher as you go.
Yeah.
Levels, so
Yeah.
we were going to show you a little more, but
I figured
be distracting to try and talk and stay alive.
Mainly it would just be me dying a lot, because it takes me dying a lot to get through anywhere on 4. So instead of that, I thought we'd check out
this
Act
one has
2,
some
yeah.
fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, because this is post-act, the first act.
Right, yeah, at the end of the first act, you rescue the barbarian chickie, and, yeah, you're not waking up.
So she bores of you.
So she kicks me and runs off. A little hair flip. Great job on the pixel art, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't even wake up. I'm still asleep.
Well, you fought all the way through the first level to get to her.
I'm up.
The first chapter.
Actually, you know what? My favorite part about this game is the wait animation. If you wait, you flex. Wait, where is it?
That's not flexing.
Where is it?
It's, Y?
Y? No. What is Y? Oh, there we go. Down and Y.
Down Y. Yeah.
Flex. And then you can flex in multiple flexes.
There you go.
Because you're flexorific.
But if you just stand around, it'll do it too, as I discovered.
Mm-hmm.
We practiced a little with me and Slime, but Slime and I practiced. But neither of us would really be talking. And
yeah,
since he has played through this more than I have.
No.
I'm just leaving it for him. Oh, there, it's your cracked tile.
Yeah, if you notice some of the tiles are cracked, if you break them, you can get pickups. Usually it's money and coins. Sometimes, yeah, if it's life is good. Life gives you life. You restart.
Diamonds.
Yeah, diamonds are I guess the big thing. The only thing that's kind of a tracked collectible in the game is the hidden gems, which are sort of the diamonds, and they are generally a little bit harder to come by, but they give you lots of points. On this one, I am not like trying to get all of the diamonds, yeah, or whatever. I kind of grab them as I see them and as they're convenient. But sometimes, I mean, I'll go out of my way for them, but I'm not trying to like 100% this.
Not during the recording. Ah.
Yes. Oh,
Because
better detected. Okay, jump over here. Pick up this. Tricky leg.
Except for that boulder to the head. Wait.
So we're trying to get back to our barbarian chickie.
This does look very King Kong. Tarzan.
Yeah, right.
The scenery in the background there.
I actually feel kind of like Lost World, like that whole like kind of Skull Island, like weird giant-sized monsters and King Kong thing.
I'm sticking with the Tarzan. I think you're right.
Tarzan, fine example.
It just looked a lot like it.
And there's a lot of climbing on vines and whatnot, so.
But that's in all of the levels, isn't it?
Oh, crepage. Crepage. And if you die, you just start back at the beginning of the screen that you were in, so you don't have like a huge amount of backtracking. You have an infinite number of lives, but checkpoints are fairly spread out. Like, you have to clear, I don't know, 5 or 6 screens, sets of levels, like this being like kind of one screen where it starts you over, before it'll say loading checkpoint at the bottom, and then that's where you can, like, if you stop the game and restart it, that's where you'll pick up. So it's not quite as friendly with the checkpoints as I'd like.
Sorry, it was a little tight. What is... Oh, yes, of course.
And the later levels get quite challenging, like really freaking tough. But okay, at least tough by my candy standards. But that said, like there are like much worse things out there. It's not like those crazy Mario Maker levels tough. It's just tough, really like challenging but fair. There's been plenty of bosses where I've had to fight like a dozen times, and every time I die, I don't feel like, oh, that was just lame. I'm like, okay, well, I know what killed me. I can do this better. Yeah. And usually, by the time I kill one of these really tough bosses, on the time that I actually kill him, I've taken no damage. So it's, you know, just sort of
it's
old
a fair,
school.
Yeah, it is a fair old school type of play.
Ooh, that's... I can get that. There we go.
Yay!
It's one of the hidden diamonds. Oh, and there's food. And toys.
Yay!
Power elbow. And this is a game where you can elbow drop snakes.
And also,
ever.
It has, what, 3 moves. There's the hit, there's the flex. Ow.
Oh my gosh.
So, jumping, hitting, flexing, and the power slam.
Elbow, if that counts. There's a couple others, like, if you hit 3 in a row and, like, push in the direction, you can get, like, this kind of running sword slash, which does double damage, and it's good for boss fights. There's also, if you, you can do, like, an uppercut thing when you finish up your combo, like that, and it gives you a little bit, and again, it does some more damage. So, those are kind of the combo special things, although none of them are really required at any point in the game. They just make the boss fights easier, which is helpful because boss fights are tough. Tough and really cool. Like, all of the bosses feel completely different from each other and very innovative, without kind of spoiling what you're getting. They really are well thought out, so this whole game was just exceptionally well crafted. And I don't see a whole lot of attention for it either. Like, I haven't heard about it a whole lot, so I feel like it might be one of those underappreciated gems.
As Nicholas does. I mean, that's part of his deal. There's an invisible wall there.
Oh!
Ah.
Got distracted.
Sorry, I was talking about that invisible wall. Or...
And I just jumped right into that rock. Well, I'm timing the stupid poison burst, not the rocks.
I see.
You can do an air recovery if you're fast enough. Hit the jump button and you'll kind of pop back up. If I line up the rocks, I don't get the poison. Hi! Man, I didn't jump. I did much better with this first time through.
Tinier screen. Oh, wait.
Yeah, must be it.
Also, not trying to chat during a recording. It really does make a difference on some of these games. There's a reason we do certain games and not other. We don't pre-record games.
Oh my god, do you remember when we tried to do rhythm games? We tried to do, what was it?
Space Channel 5.
Which we love
so
and totally needs an episode, but it was a debacle. You cannot talk and keep rhythm at all.
Not.
And yeah, so if you ever wonder why we haven't done any rhythm games, it's not because we don't play them.
Yeah, we just have. I mean, there is the whole. I guess. I mean, there are people that do these recordings that it's gonna hit you every time. We can grab that meat this time at least. It only does for 2. It only does for 2 hits anyway. So. Okay. There are those that do these recordings that record them separate from the audio. So
Right.
record the play and then record the chat about it.
Which is a fine way to do it, but that's
Do not do that.
not what we
and
want to do.
so, as such, you're getting us playing this as we do it. It's not quite as refined or what have you. Or,
Oh, that
edited.
was so
Okay,
lame.
get the meat.
Oh.
It only gives you 2 points anyway, so. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So I was wondering. Oh, you can't jump straight up to that one.
No, how would you jump straight to that one?
I don't know.
I mean, they wouldn't put this whole
Thing
pain
on
in
the
the ass
side.
puzzle thing there if they could.
I don't know. That's why I was asking.
Yes, no. You don't have, there's not, it's not a Metroidvania, so, like, you don't pick up new skills as you play through the game. The moveset you have in the beginning is the same moveset you'll have at the end, which actually kind of gives it sort of a, I don't know, like a Dark Souls feel to it, where it's just, if you're having problems, get good. Very unforgiving.
Wait.
Is that what it,
Yeah, I'm catching my breath.
the
I'm
vapors?
Like, the vapors. No. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. No talking, no disturbing. Ay, ay, ay. Whew.
Now the handy thing is, because you've got 6 bars of health for every level, like if you get to the next screen, then
You're okay.
you get your life back.
Well, do you get? You don't get your life back when you hit the next screen, but at least if you died
Well,
when
yeah.
you started, you'd be
At
you would
full
be
life,
through
yeah.
The, yeah.
Oh, son of a monkey.
Okay. Phew.
Oi. Okay, that should not have been that hard. Like, I swear to God, I don't think I died once the first time I went through there.
Again, they're built to do while recording.
That's kind of a tricky little drop down you gotta do there. And if you see there, there's another. How do I
was
get
gonna
that?
say-
How do I get that? Assume that I can.
Yay!
And money.
For the monies.
There you
Yeah.
go. Oh, this snake needs an elbow drop. Boom.
Look, you can must those.
Show you pythons.
I
Okay.
was hoping for some drumsticks there.
Oh, that's nice. Wait.
Oh,
That's
Oh.
okay. I just wanted a life refresh anyway.
I see how it is. Cover. So this little guy repopped. The bricks repopped, but the money didn't repop. Oh yeah, it did.
Money
Really
repops.
repops.
The only thing it
Turkey
doesn't-
legs repop, you said.
Yeah,
but
gems.
diamonds
The
would.
gems are the only thing. You get them once and they're done. On the other hand, that means if you're replaying a level 57 times, you only have to get the diamonds once.
Wow, that was a tricky vine.
Yeah, I forgot that was a spitter there.
That's a sneaky.
They do a lot of stuff like that. Ooh, the bees. This is why I like the second level. This is different. So check this out. Bee. Jump on them. You can ride them.
Yay!
Ride them, cow bee.
Oh, really?
The different acts generally all have a kind of subtle mechanic, like riding bees, for instance. And like the bee's got a stinger, I can stab the little pointy vine thing, or monsters, or whatever, and I can hop off of said bee.
If you hop off, will it be gone?
No, he hangs around.
That's handy.
But unless I hit him, if I like beat him up, then obviously the bee doesn't take abuse because he's a strong, independent bee that doesn't need no man.
Ah. Oh no! Did you kill? Oh, you didn't kill
Okay,
your bee.
problem.
Did you kill your bee?
No, he's fine. Really? There we go.
Phew. Okay.
What's over here? Oh, that's what it was. Turkey. I knew there was a reason I want to get down there.
Turkey and money, though you were full up on health, so.
And then there's more bees.
Do you have to worry about them attacking you?
No, I think the riding bees show up next to kind of honeycombs, and they'll respawn if you lose them. There are other bees that are kind of more orange, that are sort of free agents, and they roam around, and they are just straight up bad bees, and they will attack you. A lot of times you have to fight bad bees while riding on good bees.
Oh.
But see, like, this whole level is set up, it's
like
like
the-
a flying level.
I like the floral things.
Yes, they are awesome. They are do damage.
Oh, do they? The
Yeah.
spiky flowers?
Yeah, the spiky plant flowers do hurt you.
So not just pretty.
Like everything in this weird world.
Now, if you
There we
use it,
go.
oh, you can
Yes, you can.
But do you have to be careful you don't accidentally hit the bee, or?
No, you don't.
Well, that's handy.
Although, and you can hop off of the bee at any time too. Come back, bee. Here we go. But just be aware that
Apparently,
you might not hold
it's
still
difficult
and be tricky to get back on too.
Hey, watch out for the bee.
I'm looking
There's
for.
spikes.
You see any cracked blocks? I've been looking for them, but I don't see any new ones. Oh, there's one down there.
Bee, right back. Sorry, this level is just like.
It really is. Break out the bee jokes. Uh-huh. Yeah. See, now here's a bad guy who's trying to kill me.
Oh.
And you hit him. Bad bee.
See the orange one?
Yeah, they look a little bit more orangey. Honestly, they look more orangey in the portable version.
I was gonna
Maybe
say,
that's the difference.
this is. Oh yeah, look at that stinger. That jerk. Dude, seriously?
Ooh,
No.
crap.
That hardcore bee.
Okay, we got this.
Uh-oh. You lost your bee too.
He's fine. Wait, no, that's not.
That's not
That's
your
a
bee.
bad bee.
That's the bad bee.
Oh man. Oh, that's my bee. That's garbage.
Son of a beeswax.
Ah!
Sorry. I do say that just in general. Oh,
Ooh,
look.
and I got on the bad bee too. Apparently,
Ah.
you can get on bad bees if you're quick enough.
Oh. And they die. Oh, it didn't die.
Did not die. It came back to me.
Oh, there's. Phew. Okay.
Woo, that worked out well.
Great. And.
Oh, I was waiting for that.
Were you really?
Yes!
You must have thought it really loudly so I could.
I'd send it to you.
Yeah. Not that we truly believe in psychics or whatever, but there are times we
It's
are
kind of spooky
curiously,
from time to time, yeah.
curiously thinking the same thing.
Okay.
Oh no!
Crap.
Ow, ow. I got beat. Okay,
Back to not spiky land.
just strike the bees.
Ah! See that? Stab. Screw you, bee.
Hey, no!
It's telling me, like, oh, to hop off.
Down there's a. Uh-oh.
Sorry, bee. You have to hop off the bee to go forward.
Oh, do you now?
Yes, now I'm here.
Whew. Yeah, this isn't harrowing.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
Sure. Ah. Oh, sorry. Oh, attempt to not.
No, I like it. It's fun. You give it the element of danger. I'm just like, oh, mechanical. Now I know how to do it next time. And you're like, eek! It's awesome.
It's getting that timing is going to be, I would say, is like, I will.
Oh, that's fine. You're good.
If you can hear me over the cat snoring.
So yeah, being a big fan of like classic 8-bit platformers, you know, Mega Mans and Castlevanias and stuff like that, clearly this game was made for me. I am the target audience, so I'm not entirely unbiased. But it's really great. If you like games like that, you should play this game, which is also very fun. Okay, getting up here. Aye, crappage.
Oh no!
Kind of. Do you think I can make it across
Can
there?
you climb all the way up?
I can't make it to the... Can I? Oh, I can climb to here, jerk.
Yes.
That's how I did it last time. There we go. Okay.
I should have made my popcorn so I could watch. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah? I think you'd like this, actually.
Really? Why?
Because it's... Well, there's a lot of dying. Especially
Yeah,
later
but-
on.
Well, maybe, but I enjoy this. I might not watch the whole thing while you play it, so good on you for playing it during lunch. But there's also so many hours in a day. For anyone who thinks that we're like, oh yeah,
retire and play video games all day long. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be the laziest millionaires ever.
Isn't that sort of like...
Let's see, that next one's got kind of a tricky bounce
Okay,
pattern.
you watch it. Wait.
Ooh,
Oh.
there's spikes there too. Oh look, there!
Oh, there's a bees.
It's our barbarian chick.
Oh.
Look at her, see? She's like all fighting off the
Fighting up the
bees.
There's also a turkey leg up top there. Right, fine. You can get over there.
Get your hands off her,
Oh,
you
right! You didn't get to her
damn
in
dirty
time.
ape. Well, now the apes have kidnapped her. And see, now we go to the map and progress to the next part. The actual map is quite long, and this is just kind of World 2, so I think we could probably do one more.
Is this, would you say Chapter 2 or World 2?
Probably World 2, I guess. I don't know.
Act.
But I dig the Ghost and Goblin-esque map scene between the two, between the levels.
Oh my gosh. Oh, see, this is my problem. This is why you can't have me in the room.
Oh, because you start making noises?
Yes! I am very susceptible to these types of things.
It's kind of your trademark.
I don't know if it's a trait. It's definitely...
Oh, crap.
Ow. Oh my gracious. They just keep bouncing.
Yeah.
Oh. And there's a... Ah!
Yeah, I got killed on purpose. I want to have some
Yeah,
decent
that
life.
makes sense. Yeah. Once I saw
I
it.
have one little dip of life left. I'm like,
Yeah, there's no
oh,
sense. Push it.
you can see like here.
Stuff.
I'm not entirely sure why I'm breaking those, but
Ow. Make it more
it
challenging.
makes it tougher for myself. Oh,
Dodge that.
oh,
Oh, no, get it.
you can't dodge it. That's just gonna get crushed. Okay, and we're running. And we're running. Run, run, run. You're fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Come on, quick.
Oh, I could have gotten that turkey leg if I would have run up the high road.
Note to anyone playing this, this turkey leg.
High road is good. Hauling ass is better.
You go, and then you go back over and drop down over there, because I saw the floor back there.
This way?
Down here, yeah. There.
Yes, I can go that way. Oh, I see, because the rock has fallen and blocked off that way.
Oh, poison, coinage, more poison.
I've only got 2 little life blocks
Oh, my
left, too,
goodness.
after my
That was
poor choices
an
with the...
ordeal. Well, if you go, no, you can't go back, can you? That's how this works.
Well, you can die.
Well, true, but
No,
Not
Mr.
that type
Bond,
of-
I expect you to die. Oh,
there's stuff on
you know
the
what that
floor
means?
here. Oh,
Yes, the rock fell back down. But I got a turkey leg, so I got 2 more life. And now it's picked up a bunch of stupid poison spitters.
Oh my gracious.
It does make it kind of dicey.
Can't wait. No,
Really?
No, no. Jerks. Like they're conspiring. Oh no.
The timing is tricky. Let's see if it's going to start me. Oh, good. It only started me back at the halfway mark. That was very kind of you, game. Usually you have to clear a whole section.
And you know that you need a muscle. Oh man. Hey, you hit the speed or that started. You had a little bit of a head start because you knew it was coming, but it caught up fast because there was no bonus for you.
There really isn't. This is kind of an Indiana Jones-ish area, I guess. Sequence. More and I'm dead.
I know, but...
Aye!
Dodge.
I was this close.
So close. Okay.
Okay, got this. I like how, look, you can see him, like, looking behind his
See?
shoulder. He's like, ah! Ah. See, that looked good, right? That was kind of like talent.
That was awesome.
But see what I mean about, like, it's all
No,
just
like,
practice.
yeah, because now you just like.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Hey.
Yes.
You didn't go the wrong way.
I guess I didn't. I thought I
This is
did.
how you needed to go.
Not
Do you
sure
have
if
to go over
this is the
that
way to go or not.
I think you have to drop. That's just so it can go past you. Now you drop down and go
I see.
that way.
This way.
No, up
Oh,
here
I see.
behind
Just
it. Yeah,
through it,
behind it.
There we go. And there you go.
That was 2 whatevers
Yes.
of the second whatever.
World 2-1 and 2-2, I guess,
There you
of
go.
Tiny Barbarian DX for the Switch. Is super fun. Trust me, I love it, and the music's great too. So
I think that being a fan of this sort of this type of game makes it, and this era, this style, this
yes,
formula, because
definitely helps. But it's a really cool game. I probably didn't get a huge release, so it might be kind of hard to find. But if you find it,
I think it isn't a download. I think it's a download.
oh, I'm sure you can find it on the eShop too.
Yeah.
But actually, the physical version comes with a bunch of cool swag, like a nice
Well,
full color book and everything.
if
So
you get the
if you can find it,
first run of it, it's the launch versions have the fun stuff.
that is true.
It's go Nicholas.
Yay! Anyway, it's awesome. Check it out.
Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.